Good morning, everybody, and welcome to our Wednesday webinar session today, where we're going to be hearing about some very iconic properties in the Maldives, and amongst our absolute top sellers, the Ozen collection, and then also the new property from the Atmosphere collection, which is Raaya by Atmosphere. So today I'm joined by Falaz, who is the Vice President of the Ozen collection, and also Jill, who's from the representation company Bespoke Earth. Before we start, as always, if you have any questions throughout, please do write in the question box. If you have any issues hearing anything or seeing anything, then please also write and just alert us to that. But I'm now going to hand over to Falaz to tell us a bit about the special incentive that we have and the conditions of that, and then to take us through the Ozen collection presentations. So over to you, Falaz.
Yeah. Thank you, Olivia. Thank you so much. And thank you for those who have joined the webinar. Like Olivia said, of course, we do have a really good announcement to make, a voucher, which we will be providing for one of you who will be the special winner, I'm sure. It's not for the Ozen collection, but it will be for our new property, which we just took over, Raaya by Atmosphere. So the voucher will be a 3-night stay in Raaya by Atmosphere. And this voucher winner will be the first one who's going to do a booking to Raaya right after this webinar. And Jill will give you more details about the terms and conditions and about Raaya as well, but I'll cover the Ozen collection for all of you right now. So most of you already know, under the Atmosphere core, right now we have 9 properties, 3 different brands, by Atmosphere, Colors of Blue, and the Ozen collection. So the Ozen collection is the high-end luxury properties that we have in Maldives. Right now we have, as we speak, 2 properties, but for upcoming years, we will be adding more to the portfolio, including one private island, which will be the next announcement that we are going to make. Hopefully by end of the year, all of you will get more details on that. So starting from more details about the Ozen collection, just starting from the very much arrival of to the Maldives. At the airport itself, we have a beautiful lounge. Not all the resorts has this access. I'm sure most of you know, majority of the resorts, they have a counter. We are very fortunate. We have our own lounge at the airport, which will be used only for the Ozen Reserve BOLIFUSHI and the Ozen Life MAADHOO. So from lounge itself, our team will take care of the clients, and from lounge, we will take them to our beautiful speedboats to do the transfer back to the resort. So I'll start with the Ozen Reserve BOLIFUSHI. This is the most expensive property that we have in the portfolio as of now. BOLIFUSHI, it's just 30 minutes away by luxury catamaran boat, which is quite important point to notice because it's a very unique experience itself. It's like lounge style seating, luxury boats, catamaran style. So it's also a selling point for us, to be honest. It's in South Male Atoll, 90 villas over the water and beachfront, of course. And the most unique selling point which we have for all our product is our holiday plan. We try not to say all-inclusive because it's more than that. So we always use the word holiday plan, and for each and every resort, we have a different name. For example, BOLIFUSHI, we call it as the reserve plan. 5 restaurants, 2 bars, and we do have the ice skating ring, but it's, to be honest, it's not a very big factor right now. So we do have some new plans for that area, which we will announce as well in upcoming few months. Spa, we have our own spa, Elena Spa, and also resort we promote as a family-friendly resort, and also for honeymooners, of course. This is the breakdown of the villas. Like I said, total 90. 31 we have on the beach, 1 bedroom, sunrise and sunset, and 5 pavilions, which is 2 bedroom, very famous amongst the families who is traveling with kids, who needs a separate room for the kids. 6 pool reserve sunset, which is 2 bedroom beachfront duplex. 23 ocean pool suites, 16 ocean suite with slide. 7 ocean pool reserve, which is the one that you right now see on the presentation. It's a duplex with slide, master bedroom upstairs, huge living room, and separate bedroom down, which I'll go to details in upcoming slides. 1 earth pool reserve sunset 3, which is a 3 bedroom, and the royal reserve, which is the highest category that we have on the island. So the details of the villas, like I said, starting from the earth pool, this is the entry level. I would say we have total 31. Easily we can accommodate 2 adults and 2 children. And I can tell that in Maldives, we have the biggest pool for an entry level. And another unique thing about Ozen Reserve BOLIFUSHI is all the rooms, it comes with its own private pool. So whichever client is booking, they will get a private pool in it. Earth pool pavilion, this is the 2 bedrooms. The structure a bit similar, the design, the look a bit similar to the normal beach villas, earth villas, but this one has a separate kids bedroom. For those who need privacy, this works really well. But unfortunately, for BOLIFUSHI, at the moment, we have only 5 units of them, and it's really difficult to get the availability for it. It's always on a high demand. But in the future, we are planning to add a couple of more pavilions as well. Ocean pool suite. This is the water villas. As you can see, again, a quite spacious indoor and outdoor. We do allow kids. It's easy to accommodate 2 adults and 2 children, similar as the beach villa. And we have lounge-style outdoor seatings, total 23. And the slide villas, I would say right now, BOLIFUSHI has the highest inventory, the biggest inventory of slide villas in Maldives with 16 as of now. Last year we added 10 more, so total now it makes it 16. Interior, it's quite similar to a normal ocean pool suite, but the clients get the slides to experience in these ones. We do have on the sunrise and sunset size right now. Earth pool reserve sunset. This is the duplex. Again, a huge unit. Master bedroom and a living room downstairs, kids' bedroom upstairs, plus a small living area for the kids as well, with the billiard table and all. And again, the pool, as you can see, it's a similar pool that we have at the entry level as well. It's not just a plunge pool, it's a L shape. You can even take a lap. So it's quite unique, I would say. So these are the ocean pool reserve with slide. Again, this is a duplex, very famous for the, there's high demand from the honeymooners as well, those who travel with, let's say, teenagers, because it's just once you enter, you don't even have to leave the place. It's that big, and you have all the facilities in it. Earth pool reserve, sunset 3 bedroom. As you can see from the outside, it's quite similar to a 2 bedroom reserve, but this one has an additional bedroom for the bigger families. Someone who don't want to pay a premium price for the Royal Reserve, this is the best option that we have on the island. And the Royal Reserve, of course, this is the highest category that we have on the island. 3 bedroom, huge pool. They have their own facilities. They have a restaurant for them, private restaurant, gym, again private, a spa. So basically, it's a small resort inside the resort itself. So once you pay for it, you have all the facilities included in the reserve, Royal Reserve itself. Restaurants and bars, like I said, right now we have 5. The newest one you can see on the left side, down corner, Soy, which we opened last year, November. Again, so it's an addition for all our clients for the dining option. So soy and the origin in the both corners, these are we consider as the fine dining restaurants. So this is the only two restaurants that which we have a restriction. Basically, minimum you have to stay 4 nights to dine in this one. So if you're staying in 4 nights, all the 5 restaurants are included, but I'm sure from UK market, as we all know, no one comes for 4 nights. So basically, they will get to experience all the outlets in BOLIFUSHI. And 2 bars, which was mentioned in the as the start. So Ozar, this is the main pool bar, and Sangu Beach, just we have another small bar setup. So that's how we count 2 bars. Vista Del Mar, all day dining, semi-buffet and a la carte style. Saffron is an Indian cuisine restaurant, origin more like French cuisine. And Soy is a Pan-Asian, and Sangu is more Mediterranean style. So that's it for BOLIFUSHI. I'll start with MAADHOO. After MAADHOO, I'll let everyone, if you have any questions, just you can shoot it to me. I'll be more than happy to give you the information. Ozen Life MAADHOO, slightly away from International Airport and BOLIFUSHI, 45 minutes away. Again, we use luxury speedboat, BOLIFUSHI luxury catamaran boat. So there is a difference on the transportation mode. 95 villas, again, over water and beach. Our unique selling point, the holiday plan, we call in MAADHOO, it called as indulgence plan. 5 restaurants, 2 bars, and the one of the unique selling points in MAADHOO again is we have the underwater restaurant. Spa again, we have Elena Spa, and part of the indulgence plan, if you stay for 4 nights and above, you will be entitled for a couple of spas as well in both BOLIFUSHI and MAADHOO. Okay. Breakdown of the villas, 95, so 19 on Earth villas, which is on the sunrise side. We don't have a private pool. This is another difference. If someone asks you what's the difference between BOLIFUSHI and MAADHOO, this is one difference in MAADHOO. Half of the villas is without pool, and the rest is with the pool. So 19 Earth villas on the sunrise side without pool, 17 we have the pool in it, and MAADHOO has 10 units of pavilion, similar setup as BOLIFUSHI with a separate bedroom. So again, on a very high demand, but at least we have a big inventory of pavilions in MAADHOO. 24 wind villas, again wind villas as well, half of them without pool, which is on sunrise side, 24 units on sunset side with private pool, and 1 residence. So BOLIFUSHI, we have the Royal Residence, in MAADHOO we have the Ozen Residence. Starting with Earth Villa, 18 units. Again, quite spacious, not as big as BOLIFUSHI, but still we can accommodate 2 adults and 2 children in the Earth Villas as well. Earth Villa with pool, interior is quite similar, but of course we have a private pool in these 18 units. Wind Villa, again, quite romantic, the perfect for honeymooners, beautiful view, although it's on sunrise side, and again on sunset side we have the private pool. Interior is almost same as the sunrise side. Earth Pool Pavilion is the 2-bedroom family units. Like I said, we have 10 units, private pool, beachfront, sells really well, always on a high demand. And the Ozen Residence, this is the highest category that we have in Ozen Life MAADHOO. Restaurant and bars, again, 5 restaurants, starting with Tradition, which is more Asian, like Chinese, Sri Lankan style cuisine. M6M, this is the unique one, well-known, one of beautiful underwater restaurants that we have. This in MAADHOO, this is the only one that we have a restriction, 4 nights minimum stay to dine in M6M. uh, and we have, of course, the main pool bar area. And gin is in, again, quite famous with our clients. It's completely different setup, completely separate from our bar as well. It's on upstairs, the whole place. We serve only gin. Again, nice seating just next to the pool bar. Lonu is Maldivian infused cuisine. Again, a beautiful experience, but it's not a huge restaurant. It has limited seatings, but we always encourage clients to try to get the feel of Maldivian cuisine. I loved it being a Maldivian. I tried it a couple of times, and it's a nice experience. And the Palm is the all-day dining restaurant. Yeah, that's it from the Ozen collection. So if anyone has any questions, please feel free. If it's not about the Ozen collection, also you can ask me. I born and brought up in Maldives, so anything to do with Maldives, the weather, whichever you like, just let me know. I'm happy to help.
Thanks, Falaz. We do have one question, which is, actually, we've got a couple of questions. The first one is the gin bar included in the indulgence plan?
Yes, it is included, but there's few things that we do in gin bar, like gin tasting for the groups and all. So these kind of exclusive things, which we have to take the whole place as a private event, those things will be, of course, a chargeable basis, but anyone can actually enjoy the gin bar. That's part of the plan.
Great, thank you. And we have one more question, which is, would you say that both resorts are good for families, or is one perhaps a bit better for families than another, and one is better for couples than the other?
So both the properties are good for families. The reason why I'm saying it is both are in Male Atoll. This is one of the main plus point for us. It's a speedboat ride. But if you consider, let's say, a seaplane resort, you will spend minimum, if you're traveling with 2 kids, $800 just for the seaplane. So it's a huge expense. So in this way, we are family friendly, and both the resorts, we do have the kids club, and both the resorts, we can accommodate kids in either pool, overwater, or the beach. But if you ask me to select one for the family, I will select BOLIFUSHI, because we have one of the largest kids club in South Male Atoll, and the rooms are quite spacious comparing with MAADHOO, but both are family friendly.
Thank you. And then just one more. Is it possible for guests staying at BOLIFUSHI to go and visit the underwater restaurant at Ozen Life?
Yes, it is possible. We have done that, but of course, it comes with the surcharge for the restaurant plus the transfer. So when it comes to just to go for a dine-in, it comes on the expensive side. But we have a couple of clients who does split stay, 7 nights BOLIFUSHI, 7 nights MAADHOO. So in that case, via airport, we provide the transfer also free of charge. I think that's the better option than just going for a underwater dining experience. And one more thing, BOLIFUSHI does not have a tennis court. MAADHOO, we do have a tennis court. So we had clients who stayed with us during festive. They just hire the speedboat of MAADHOO, go to MAADHOO, play tennis, and come back. So everything is possible.
And how long is the transfer? How long is the speedboat between the properties?
So from Male International Airport, it's 40 minutes. So BOLIFUSHI is South Male, MAADHOO is on north. So it's not that close. So in between 2 resorts also, it takes around 35 minutes.
Okay, great. And just one more question is, do both islands have house reefs?
Yeah, that's a good question. I forgot to mention it. So BOLIFUSHI, even before Jumeirah, so as before we rebranded it, it was Jumeirah, and before that, it was known as BOLIFUSHI Island Resort. That's it, long time ago. It was known for its beautiful house reef, very famous for divers. Jumeirah took it over. We had the same house trip and we rebranded. Now also we do have house trip on both the sides. So not only that, in BOLIFUSHI, we do have a shipwreck on the house reef itself. So during low tide, if it's a clear day, you can see the shipwreck while snorkeling as well. So it's a plus point for BOLIFUSHI, and this is the only reason why BOLIFUSHI Reserve Plan do not have an excursion included in it. But MAADHOO, if you look into the indulgence plan, you will see there will be excursion included in it because MAADHOO has a huge lagoon. So it's not ideal or practical to swim and do the snorkeling on the house reef. It's too far. Because of that, as part of the plan, every day, if clients wants to go for snorkeling combined boat trip, it's part of the plan.
Perfect, thank you. I think that's all the questions we have now, but if anyone has anything else they want to ask about the Ozen collection, then please do feel free to ask. And then at the end of the webinar, we can address those as well. So yeah, thank you so much, Falaz, for joining us today and taking us through the beautiful Ozen collection. And we're now about to hear from Jill, who's going to take us through the new Raaya by Atmosphere property.
Just before Jill starts, Olivia, so I'm on the road at the moment, but I was happy to do the presentation for TOC, and thank you so much for everyone who has joined it. I'm heading back to the road, so I will leave. Jill will take care of, I'm sure she will take care of all of you. And again, thank you so much. Bye-bye.
Thanks, Falaz.
Bye.
Thank you.
And yeah, for those, I was just going to say quickly before you start, Jill, I think a few people joined us a bit late, but at the start, Falaz mentioned the incentive that we've got running for all the viewers who are watching the webinar today. So it's a 3-night stay at Raaya by Atmosphere as a prize for the first person who has watched the webinar today and makes a booking to the property after the webinar. So yeah, fingers crossed that some of you have some inquiries coming through. And yeah, full details of that we'll send out to everyone after the webinar, so you can kind of see the booking period and stay period, that kind of stuff. But yeah, sorry, I'll hand over to you now, Jill. I just wanted to let everyone know who joined a bit late.
Hello and good morning. Thank you so much for joining us. So to follow on from Falaz, I'm Jill. I work for Bespoke Earthenware, the representation company based within the UK for the fabulous Atmosphere properties. And I'm so excited to be able to introduce you to our fabulous brand new property, Raaya by Atmosphere. It became a fully fledged by Atmosphere property on the 4th of July, so literally a few days ago. It's going to absolutely hit the UK market by storm. And it's probably going to ruffle a few feathers with some other companies as well. So let me take you on an adventure to remember. So Raaya by Atmosphere, it's very much an experience, like a castaway adventure. It came about with Seb, who was shipwrecked there in the late 1940s. He was shipwrecked on the island, and he was an artist. So as he sort of became accustomed to his new surroundings, he built a shack to keep dry, try and keep safe. He built a lookout tower as well. And what we have done is we've followed in his footsteps. When people check in, they get a copy of Seb's sort of diary that he would have had. You know, we'll show you around the island and be able to follow in his castaway footsteps. So it's all really quite exciting. So it's a 5-star property, absolutely stunning. It's a natural island as well. There's not a huge amount of those, so the vegetation and greenery on the island is second to none. It's accessed via a 45-minute seaplane transfer, which is included within the rates. And it's great for couples, families, groups of people as well. And Raaya, sort of where it's based in the Raa Atoll, is great for diving and snorkeling. It's a very, very deep atoll as well. So people that are sort of keen to actually get out and do that, then it's a perfect place for that too. So the island itself, as you can see, it's one of the very few islands, certainly within our group as well, that if you wanted to, you could actually circumnavigate around the entire island. It would probably take about 45 minutes to do so. So it's categorized in lots of different sort of ways, but in a nutshell, you've got obviously all the beach villas around there. We have a village square. We also have kids facilities as well that are incredible. And it's done quite sensibly. So sort of the 2-bedroomed properties are quite close to all the kids facilities too. So with regards to the villas and suites, there's villas, beach villas with pool, water villas with pools, a great amount of 2-bedroom family beach villas as well, some with pool, some without, and the incredible Raaya residence, which is absolutely stunning. So what we've done is we've put together a Raaya plan, and I think, as Falaz said, as a company, we're so much more than all-inclusive, because it isn't just the food and drink that we include. There's so much more as well. So on the island, we also have our Alana Spa, specialty bars, restaurants, all-day dining, water sports centre, and kids clubs with activities as well. So the Raaya plan, and this is one of the things that is really going to push us head and shoulders above the rest, because we include the seaplane, we include the VIP lounge for the seaplane before people leave. We've got the luxurious accommodation, in Villa Minibar, which is replenished daily, but we have a dine around concept. So all those inquiries that you get, and people asking how many specialty meals do I get included for a 7-night stay or a 4-night stay, and they're always looking to see if they can squeeze one more out of you. No longer the case with this. The specialty dine around concept means that everybody staying there will be able to dine in a different restaurant every night of their stay. If they're there for longer than there are restaurants, they can just go around again. Which is absolutely fabulous. So people don't need to feel that they need to get in there quick, or do they need to try and push to stay an extra night to have an extra dinner. It's there, and it's all included. Wide selection of premium beverages, signature cocktails, wine, spirits, beers across all the outlets. It's a large kids club, family-friendly activities, island-based activities as well, snorkeling equipment, non-motorized water sports are all included. In addition to that, for each 4 nights that people stay, they will get a 45-minute spa treatment per adult. So that's all included. So there's really nothing that anybody else needs to worry about. So within the dining outlets, we've got Raaya Live. So this is where the all-day dining is. So breakfast, lunch and dinner, and even light snacks if people are still hungry, sort of in between lunch and dinner, they can actually eat there as well. So a huge selection of Asian, European, Indian, Maldivian. There'll be buffets. There will be live cooking stations as well. So that's a great place for people to dine. Then we have the village. So the village is an Italian restaurant, and that's right in the middle of our sort of little village square that we have there. And there people can eat from sort of your pasta and gnocchi, risotto, all paired with wine. So this is sort of the interior of the village, which is the Italian a la carte. And here, this is our village square. So you can see the Italian restaurant there. We also have a water wheel, which is really quite cool as well. Part of what the kids can do within the kids club is they can build themselves a little donny boat, which represents Seb going up out onto the lookout towers, looking for somebody to come and rescue him. So they build a little rescue sort of boat for him. And it's customary at the end of their stay is they pop to the water wheel on their last evening. There's a little stream that runs around it, and all the kids line up and they have little races of their little donny boats, which has got a little light on, and then they get to keep the boat as a memento of their stay. So that's really quite sweet. We've got the soak pool bar, beautiful, beautiful pool there. And we've got MAADHOO, which is an Arabic restaurant, very much with a Middle Eastern theme to it, which is open for dinner. And this is it. So we will be having belly dancers around here to sort of keep within the theme of the Middle Eastern sort of feel there too. So Ampersand bar specialty restaurant on this beautiful, beautiful part of the beach there. So that's open for lunch and dinner. And at the top, we're going to be having DJs and live music as well. So when everything finishes, dinner finishes, that's going to be a real sort of hub of entertainment for everybody to go and hang out. Seb Shack. So Seb Shack, this is where we think Seb initially had his shack there. So a really nice chilled out place to sort of go after sort of swimming on the beach or sunbathing. And as you can see here, this is the ampersands. So all lit up at night, beautiful, looking out to sea, and then a little bit more livelier. People can pop up onto the top there. So Seb Shack, a real chilled out place. So you've got bean bags, you've got swings by the bar, and this is really where we think Seb spent a lot of his time. So obviously we've got the dive school, water sports centre as well. It is PADI, so if anybody does want to get a qualification while they're there, or if they go out there with their qualifications, then they can take advantage of that. Discovery Den for the kids club. There's all sorts there, whether it's an artist studio, taking in mind Seb was an artist, so people can go and do some painting, some drawing. They can build things with recycled materials that have been found on the beach, probably very much like Seb did when he was there as well. Island adventures, taking in mind the greenery of the island and the foliage and everything like there. They can go for a little trek through the mangroves, and really sort of get that real nature feel as well. So there's a lot of outdoor activities for the kids. So mangrove experience, guided nature walk they can do. And there's also the activity zone, which features paddle tennis, tennis court, football, beach volley, a skateboard park, would you believe, and also a 9-hole mini golf as well. And we've mentioned the Donny building workshop in the artist zone. So there's plenty to keep the kids occupied. And this is sort of one of the art studios there that we've got set up. So spa and wellness, yes, 45-minute treatment included per adult for every 4 nights that they stay. There's a fitness centre, but there's also a yoga pavilion as well, which is a really beautiful open air yoga pavilion right in the middle of sort of the tropical forest there. So guests can take part in the activities there, yoga, Pilates, strength training, and everything like that. So certainly lots to do. And if they do want to treat themselves and sort of get their hair and makeup done. Perhaps they're going there for a special occasion, wedding blessing, then we can take care of that as well. So in the accommodation, so we have the beautiful beach villas we've actually got 22 of those. They can accommodate 2 adults. And then we've got the beach villas with pool that can accommodate 2 adults and a child. And as you can see, they're completely standalone, lots of privacy there. And this is just gives you an idea of one of the beach villas without a pool, just how beautiful it is, but they do go right onto the beach, as you can see here as well. Then we have the water villas. So water villas have got 32 units, 28 water villas with pool. Occupancy is 2, and as you can see, beautiful pool. And for those without a pool, which is really quite sweet, is you get an overwater hammock to actually chill out in. Of course, you've got direct access to the sea as well. And because the property itself is only about 15 months old, everything is really quite new. It's nice, new feel to it, bright and airy and quite sort of contemporary, which is lovely. And then we come on to the 2-bedroom family beach villas, both with pool, both without pool. These are the ones here with pool. Now, the 2-bedroom family beach villas, they're not all cramped into one. They are, in fact, 2 adjoining beach villas with an internal sort of little corridor there. So nobody has to go outside to get from one to the other. And say it's great because they're very close to the kids zone. So for families, they're very close by to that. So this is the decking area of the 2-bedroom family beach villa without pools. You can see lots of outdoor furniture, table and chairs. There's a hammock just around the corner there too. And this is one of the ones with a pool. So as you can see, 2 separate bedrooms there. That's the adjoining walkway between the 2. These are great for multi-generational families that perhaps want to go away together, stay within the same unit. So people will no longer have to say, oh, you know, can I request sort of villas close to each other? They can just take one of these and that's absolutely superb. And then the absolute superb villa is for your high-end people that really do want something special. And there's only one of these, is the Raaya residence. Can accommodate 4 adults. There's 2 separate bedrooms there. There's a huge living area. It's got its own sort of little separate pantry, kitchen area. So if they do want to sort of get a chef in to cook for them privately, and it's situated right on a corner of the island. And I've sort of seen views from that decking looking out, and it looks like there's nothing else there. It really does look like you have your own private island. So absolutely superb. So what are the USPs? It's a large natural island, which I think is really important. 45-minute seaplane journey with the VIP lounge, and that's included in the rate. The holiday plan is the Raaya plan, the speciality dine around concept. As soon as you know somebody is looking for those speciality meals and they don't want to be sort of tied down to a certain amount, this is it. This is absolutely it. 167 villas in 7 categories, 34 2-bedroom villas, and there is availability for the peak seasons for Easter next year. So if you're struggling and you're looking for those 2-bedroom units, please do consider Raaya. So Raaya residents, if you have somebody that wants something very special, it is one of a kind. You know, so please do bear that in mind as well. 4 restaurants, 4 bars, variety of specialty dining options, world-class cuisine, premium drinks, signature cocktails, and they will be doing special events over sort of different times of the year as well. And the castaway concept, so Seb's story, and that's really sort of followed through in the outlets, the lookout towers. We actually have 3 lookout towers as well. Of course, they've been rebuilt since Seb built his. If somebody wants to do something really special, they can have a private dining up on one of the lookout towers under the stars. There's not a lot of light pollution there, and that's something really quite unique, I think, that people can do. Island activities, skateboard park, 9-hole mini golf, paddle tennis, zip line, you name it, we've got it. And there is an actual bird's eye view of the island itself, and you can see the difference, I believe, of a natural island. It does have its own house reef, as you can see. However, because of the distance it would take to swim to get there, they do offer a complimentary daily boat which will take people and drop them off right over the reef, so they don't have to sort of take that time to swim there. But very much in a nutshell, that is Raaya. And as Flaz and Olivia mentioned, anybody, or the very first booking that we get through from anybody that has been on this webinar will get a complimentary 3-night stay for 2 people. It will include the seaplane transfer as well. In addition to that, if anybody is looking to stay, there's incredible rates. Because it's a new property too, very, very new to the UK market, we really want to shout about it. If you have a client that is looking to stay or comparing resorts and you think a complimentary upgrade would get them over the line, please do let us know, because we just want people on the island to see how special it is. So anything that we can do to help you secure those bookings, please do let us know, and we'll be delighted to help. Well, thank you very much.
Amazing. Thanks, Jill. It's just looking so cool. And yeah, I think it's just going to absolutely go skyrocketing, hopefully, all the exciting inquiries and bookings that we're going to get, hopefully, after the webinar, and yeah, all the way into the future. We do have a few questions, and the first one is it possible to get to Raaya via domestic flight and speedboat as well as the seaplane?
We are dealing with the seaplane purely because it's 45 minutes, it's included in the rate. We look after you from the minute you arrive in the airport. You're met as soon as you come through, you're then taken to the seaplane check-in, and it just makes more sense. It's the quickest direct route to actually get there.
Okay, perfect. Thank you. And then another question, is Raaya a newly built resort, or is Atmosphere taking over an existing resort? So you did take over.
Yes, we took over an existing resort, which was built about 15 months ago. So it's all still relatively new, and we have taken it over. The great thing is we have no snagging to worry about on the island. We don't have to worry about, oh, is this going to work? Is that going to work? We took it over beginning of this year. It only became a fully fledged Atmosphere property, as say on the 4th of July. What we've been doing in the meantime is we have been retraining all the staff. We have been changing the menus. We have been upgrading the menus, putting the plan in place, and I suppose atmosphering it. So it was fully fledged Atmosphere property as of the 4th of July, which is great.
Thank you. And we have another question, which is, what is the age of the kids club from, please? So what ages do you allow the kids in kids club?
Yep. So kids club is from ages 4 through till 12. So that's the ages that they can accommodate. If you have a little toddler under the age of 4, there is babysitting available. It would be paid for babysitting, because at that age they do need somebody in there with them. Alternatively, if one of their grown-ups wants to stay with them, that's absolutely fine. It's purely because anybody under the age of 4 really does need that sort of one-on-one attention.
Perfect. And then we've got another couple questions. Can the second bedroom in the 2-bedroom unit be set up as a twin room?
They are both king-size beds. So what they do is they make them into a German bed. So if you have sort of 2 people there, they definitely sort of go down the European route and sort of do the German bed-in style.
I think the way that works is kind of how they make sort of 2 separate sets of sheets, don't they? And then kind of like a sort of divide in the middle to separate. Okay, perfect. Thank you. And then we've got one last question, which is, can we use the photos on a Raaya by Atmosphere's website to promote on their own social media?
Absolutely. And in fact, I can even help you better than that. If you go on to the Bespoke Earth website, which is bespokeearth.co.uk. If you go onto there, there's a place called Trade Room, which we have set up just for the very lovely people like yourselves. Each property that we look after is in there. Each section has its own images, its own fact sheets, their own plans, videos. Please do feel free to use them on your socials and however you like. You know, if you're doing a quote for somebody and they want an interior picture of a certain bathroom, you'll probably find it's on there. So yes, there's hundreds of photos on there, and please do sort of take advantage of those.
Great. Thank you so much, Jill. I think that's all the questions we have for now, but if anyone thinks of anything afterwards, please do send me an email and I can check with the team on that. And following on from the webinar, I'll send out a mail merge to everyone who's watching, just with all the details of the incentive from today. And fingers crossed for happy selling and inquiries and hopefully bookings to be flooding through after the webinar. But thank you so much, Jill, for joining us and taking us through.
My pleasure. Thank you so much for your time. And as I say, you know, they are doing some incredible trade rates at the moment. So if anybody fancies getting themselves off to pay a visit, even if they don't win the vouchers, please do let us know. Some phenomenal rates, and we will really look after you. I'm actually going out there myself towards the end of next week, and I cannot wait.
Amazing. Thanks so much, Jill, and thanks everyone for joining us, and we'll hopefully speak to you all soon.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Take care.
Have a good day.
Bye.
Bye.